Connected with or hurt by when they come on the media. Images of Africa. Africa has very negative images, images of poverty, like this one here is like tops them all. In the moment you mention Africa, you hear poverty. You think of poverty. Africa is associated with poverty and death. Those are the images that immediately pops up any child's mind, anyone's mind. Those are the images, and they're still that way till today. Another image is slavery. Slavery. That is another image that comes to mind. I was recently called a slave by a TikToker. She misunderstood my words and immediately she went for that. She said, look at this slave. I am selling her for $2. It's because I thought I was Nigerian. Slavery. That's another image. Another image is illiteracy. People here just don't think Africans are literate. They just think that we're all just nothing but farmers living off the land. When I told somebody a few years ago that my mom is a primary school teacher, she didn't believe me. She was like, your mom? But she's in Africa. She didn't go to school. How do you know that? I'm telling you that she's a primary school teacher. So yeah, they just think we're farmers. So that's one of the images that come to mind when you think, when the term Africa comes on, is that we're all illiterate. We're not intelligent. Intelligence, education is not something that you associate with us. And another image will be refugees. Refugees. Like when people ask me how I got here, I don't know, sometimes I feel like expecting me that I came through a refugee program. No. Refugees, they usually think of refugees. Like if you're in America and you're African, you automatically think maybe you come here through a refugee program or something like that. I'm like, what about the lottery? Is it the lottery? It's not lottery, it's lottery, some kind of a program where they select certain people, you have to win something and then they get them to come to America, something like that. I don't know how it works like that. But they think that you're a refugee from an African country and came here through one of those charitable programs and stuff. Another imagery is wars. Wars. People never believe me when I tell them how my country life, the country life I had growing up, how peaceful it was. Like, we never had a reason to have a jail. I didn't know anything about jail system growing up in my youth. Jail system until I moved to the city. We didn't have any reason to lock our doors. There were rarely thieves around, but people don't believe that. They just think that we are fighting wars, there's wars and terrible wars and raping women and all that is going on. They just think those are the images that come to mind when Africa is when the term Africa comes on. Those are the images associated with it, and it's pretty hurtful because Africa is so much more than that. Those are the same images that affect every country, every society. Those things are there. Poverty, it may not be as rampant or as much, but those images represent every single society. Wars, poverty, refugees, and people running away from wars, and illiteracy and all that. They affect every society, but I don't know why they are so prominently associated with Africa. It is amazing. It just blows me away, the negativity that the word calls up. It's hard to think about anything else when the term Africa comes on. I guess people think about animals and stuff, lions and tigers, but it's just weird. So yeah, those are some words that really disturb me when I see them. It's the poor.